Zongo Shark Tank shirin da aka tsara don tallafawa matasa 'yan kasuwan zango don rage talauci a cikin al'umma. Za a ba mahalarta damar da za su gabatar da ra'ayoyinsu, kuma masu nasara uku za su samu babban jari. Abokan taimako su ne Allied Consortium Limited, IYD da Afro Arab.
The Zongo Shark Tank, a show that supports young Zongo entrepreneurs to realize their dream businesses. This initiative is in line with SDG Goals 1 and 8, which stands for poverty alleviation and a decent work and economic growth. 3 winners, with each winner going home with 10,000 Ghana cedis. Business and technical support shall be provided.
Hello, welcome to the 4th episode of the Season 1 Zongo Shark Tank Business Reality Show. My name is Najat Yakubu and I'm with you here with 2 wonderful judges. The first on my list is Ms. Zainab Yahya, a senior accountant at Al Royal International School. And then I have with me here Kin Kojo Safo, the CEO of First Code Management Services. Welcome.
Thank you.
Today we are going to have 6 businesses to pitch their ideas. Some are coming from Kumasi, Cape Coast, and then Accra. At the end of the day, we are looking for at least 3 winners to move on to the next stage of the competition. I would like to welcome the first business. He's in the person of Mr. Inusa Osman of Khair Farms, all the way from Kumasi.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Inusa Osman, coming from Kumasi. The name of my business is Khair Farms. We deal with cattle. It's an agri-business. So what we do is that there's a season we do buy the cattle. We keep them for 6 or 7 months. And when the price become higher, we sell them. Basically, that's what we do. Okay, I'm Inusa Osman, coming from Kumasi, owner of Khair Farms. Khair Farm is actually a registered business based in Kumasi. What we do is that we buy cattle, keep them, feed them for a specific period of time, at least 6-7 months. Then when the price become higher, we sell them. We do not just buy the cattle. We go when the prices are low. There's a season that we buy them from, actually October to February. The prices are relatively lower in the northern sector. So we go there, buy them, come and feed them with supplementary food. Then within that 7 months, then we sell them. Then we go again and buy them and come and sell them. That is what basically we do. Though the challenges in the sector is that recently there's been a clash with cattle herdsmen with farmers, those kind of things. So what we are trying to do is that we are bringing the model that we will zone cattle from going to people's farm. Actually, we have to do that so that cattle will not, or animals will not destroy people's property, which will also reduce the conflict. What we notice is that we have this range, free range, that people do practice, but we are doing semi-intensive one. So we monitor them, we have buffered them, that we take care of them. And there's inadequate supply of cattle to especially Kumasi abattoir and Bekwai and other stuff. And people do, according to the manager of Kumasi abattoir, he availed that to us based on our research that we've done. So we propose this idea that, okay, then what we have to do is that we have a land that we do keep the cattle in. We don't then go out and destroy people's property, and we do that. It's actually also what we feed them with cassava, plantain, toast, and distiller malt. That's what the supplementary food we add to them. It's also an investment platform to people who invest with us. So we have an investment package contract form that we sign, so that at the end of the season, when we sell whatever profit we make, then we give your money back or if you want to reinvest again, there's that opportunity for you to do that. That is to build interest of people who want to do the business where the cattle, but they don't have a place to keep them. They don't have a where they will keep them. So that is what we do. And with the market size too, Kumasi Abattoir averagely their capacity is that they slaughter 500 cattle per day, but they don't up to now it's up to 120 or 130 there. So there's a market for us to, when we are able to do them well, feed them well, and we sell them to. And those they import, our competitors, those who import them from Burkina and Mali. So because their prices are higher when they import them here. So when we buy them from the northern sector here, feed them, we also get the opportunity to also sell at the cheaper price. And festive season too, people, especially our Islamic festive season, people demand cattle for their Eid al-Adha and those stuff. So that's also a market size and opportunity for us to let's go on. So averagely a cattle will cost us about 3,200, and average operational cost will give us 150. So average total cost is going to cost us 3,350. And average selling price, that is our average selling price, is 6,500. So when you do the cost benefit analysis, we are having 3,000 as a profit within the per cattle within that specific period we are doing. How we reach our customers. So because of the products, we deliver quality, what they call it, cattle, and their meat is high meat. They have a high meat, so we don't have any difficulty of selling, because the butchers, that's what they want. And if you want to buy a cattle, you come to us, then we give you that kind of product. And next slide then. Okay, our competitors, as I said, those who buy them from the Malis, and then so their prices are relatively high because of this kind of safer city changes season. So when they bring them, their prices are high. So, but we also buy some from them when they are relatively cheaper. They come and their prices are lower because they come by, they reduce the price, and we buy them and keep them for that period.
Okay, so Kai Farms, yeah. Thanks for the presentation.
Thank you.
I just have a couple of questions.
Okay.
Probably the clarifications you need to give to me.
Okay.
Help me understand, there are quite a number of options to go into for business. Yeah. One we want to understand why you decide to go for cattle. What is that unique problem that you've identified for which you think this business program of yours can address?
The unique problem is that, in Ghana, it's not, we don't have this kind of ranching system that people keep their cattle, that they don't go out. They are in free range. Mostly they destroy properties and they cause conflict and those kind of stuff. So what we want to do is that we have a land that we buffered, so those cattle do not go outside and destroy properties, which will lead to conflict. Because there are several incidents that has happened Agogo, Magogo, and Wenchi recently. Those are the problems that is going because of the open range cattle rearing system. But we are trying to preach this concept that if you want to rear cattle, it means you have to get a place that you can keep them, that will not destroy people's property, because that is your business they are doing. So farmers, so that's what they get their profit or their food from. So you don't allow your product to also destroy someone's product. That's what basically we do.
Okay, so basically you're going to provide that form of housing.
Yes, please. Yes.
I want to understand how far you can go with that, because there are cattle rearing in different parts of the country.
Yes.
You are going to focus this attention in Kumasi.
Yeah.
Does it mean you intend to address the problem only in Kumasi, or there is scalability for you?
Yes, we intend to scale it up. And what we intend to do is that when we grow, inshallah, that is what we intend to do. Because the more cattle you have, it means that you have to go and open space and get a land. That is what we do. What we will do that we will consult the chiefs, the landowners, this is the business we want to do. So they will grant you the land. Okay, this is purposes for cattle rearing. So this area is for you. It means that so we will scale it up, and even what we can do it, scale it to regionals. So when we have this region, so on, we will do it and extend it to other regions too.
Let's look at a business model once again. So what you do is that you get a housing, you get the structures,
Yes.
and then you buy the cattle.
Yes.
You have the cattle in, you feed them with special meal,
Yes.
special feed.
Yes.
And you sell special feed as well, cassava maize.
Yes. That's what we feed them.
And then you sell them.
Yes, please.
Okay. So you need a lot of capital to buy the cattle, right?
Yeah.
You need a lot of capital. Even in Kumasi alone, how many of them can you buy? Because I believe in Kumasi alone, there should be cattle all over. And so is it a case that you would have to get such structures in different parts of Kumasi to scale up the business? Because do you currently have a structure?
Yes, we currently have a
How
structure.
many of them can you house?
We have we can house 15 for now.
15.
For now, but we have 11 as we speak. We can house 25, but we have 11 as we speak.
Okay.
So
How do you intend your current business model, to compete with somebody who allows you to rear your cattle, and then the person provides the shelter, the housing, and then once you sell the cattle, you pay off the person? Comparing that model to your business model, what advantage do you think you have? Do you understand what I'm saying? Looking at the structure where you find yourself in business with a competitor who doesn't need too much capital to buy the cattle. Because the problem you are trying to resolve is housing or shelter. So somebody goes and invests in putting the shelter together, the structure together, for somebody who's already rearing the cattle, somebody who already has cattle, and then will be paid over time based on the sale of the cattle. The person doesn't need so much capital to buy cattle. You need a lot more capital, but you are solving the same problem. What advantage do you have over such a competitor?
Okay, the advantage we will have is that now the person is equally investing in the structure, right?
You are also going to do.
Yes, exactly. But the person is buying for the person, or the one owning the cattle is using the facility and paying the if I get the for the use of the cattle. Okay, I think it's similar, the same scenario, because you pay the person, you pay for the land you are using. So we also, the cost that we are using to buy the land is also the same thing. We are equally at the same place, but how we will run or how we will do our business depend on us. How we will manage to make profit out of what we are doing.
I understand. That's exactly what I want to understand. Your business model. I want to understand what you are going to do that will give you that unique advantage. So that unique selling point you won't have. That's what I want to establish. So all I'm hearing is that you just put up a structure and you have to buy the cattle. That's what I want to understand. Because you need to grow your capital over time to keep buying more of that. So you buy them and then you provide them the housing.
Okay. This is what we run. We have the structures already. Now we don't have the capital to buy the animals in. So what we do is that we open up. Okay, if you want to rear cattle and you have no place to keep, okay, bring it, buy it and bring it, or you give us the money, we go and purchase the cattle, we'll bring it, we'll rear it, we keep it for that period of time. It's not only that feed we are going to, they will graze already because there's a grazing land, but we add that feed to it. So at the end of the sales, we share the profit.
Okay,
right?
So let me come. So you are introducing another business model. So it means that initially my understanding was you buy the cattle, you need money, you buy the cattle, and then you provide the shelter, you feed them with special diet, special feed, and then you sell. What you mean now is that you're adding a model.
Yes, that model is there. Yes.
And then you allow
people to bring them in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to run that hybrid system where you can either buy or open it up.
Open it up.
Which of them do you want to focus on? What are you going to do 50-50? Where do you want to put your energy on? 60 for buying and 40 for allowing others to bring them?
For now that we don't have the capacity to buy, what we do is that we give 60 out, then the 40 we will keep it. Once we grow and we think that now at this point we can run our own business, then at that point in time we can start to reduce the normal invested that we have, or even if we can also scale it up, open another branch that we can run the same model. So I think that
your primary business model is that you are rather going to put up the structures and then you allow people to bring in the cattle. That's what your primary business is.
Yes.
And
but
the additional one is that you will have capital to buy. So having capital to buy is not going to be the primary aspect of your business. It's the other way around.
It's actually that's why I said that we are giving 60% out for investors to buy. So now we now okay, let's if it is 100 that we want to buy 100 or some kind of that 100%. So we are giving 60% because we don't have the capacity to run now. So 60% investors, those who want to invest, you buy a cattle, you don't have a place to keep, or you are interested in the business and you bring it up. So if we have a capital, then we will also the capital we are seeking now is we use that one in addition to the profit that we will make from that kind of investment.
Okay.
Then
so what are you patient for now?
Capital.
Yes. What would you apply it to? In simple terms, what would you apply your capital to?
In simple terms, we will buy cattle when the season they are relatively cheaper.
Say that again.
We will buy the cattle when they are relatively cheaper, which is starting from October to February. That is a period that we do go by. So we use that one and buy them and come and keep them and
so maybe my last question for you is, let's say I have some funds and I want to invest in you. Tell me one reason why you think I shouldn't put it to any other cause but to put it to you, other than everything you said now. What would be that number one reason for which you would want me to put 100,000 Ghana cedis into your business? Instead of, if I put 100,000 Ghana cedis, you've done your own maths. If I put 100,000 Ghana cedis into your business in about a year, how much would I expect to get from that? Okay,
let me address the first question. That's the reason why you should bring your fund to us or your cattle to us. Now, one other problems we've observed that most people, when they buy the cattle for them to keep it, either they'll sell it or they'll run away with your product. You can't trace them. Now we have established ourselves. We have a contract form that all of us will fill. You have a witness, I have my witness, that we sign. So the profit margin is that we agree that if at this point in time we are able to estimate that at this we do estimation that okay, at this period when you are able to sell the cattle at this price, deduct the cost plus operational cost, this profit, this is how we are sharing it, and we all agree that this is how we are doing it. Then we sign. You have a copy, I have my copy. So anytime you want to visit us to see that other your animals are faring, there's opportunity for you to come. And we are trying to also create a platform that will update everything on the that platform, where you can sit in your home and you're able to know that, oh, this my business is also running. Or if there's a problem, you can also notice that and you come to us.
Okay, so lastly, once again, what risk do you think I would put myself in if I put my money in the business?
Risks. The risk is that when the selling period is due and we are about to sell and the price is not that good, either we wait a little bit, 2 months or 3 months in addition, and we sell. Or when we sell.
That's your operational risk.
Yes.
My investment risk. If I put my funds in it, what risk do I stand? That I will not have my money back.
You are sure of having your money back?
I'm sure of having it, even though there's mortality to deal with. Yeah, there's mortality to deal with.
Yeah, it's true. So what we will do is that, okay, if assuming you buy 2 or 3 cattle and you,
We are looking at a real life situation.
yes,
Because
that's
I'm not doing an academic
okay.
presentation.
Real life.
I want to understand.
This is what we do.
Putting my money.
If you put in your money, and now with mortality, we all know that we don't have control over
Okay,
it.
let me help you here.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you should guarantee 100% certainty. Nobody does that.
Yeah.
Just tell me the risk associated, and I might be willing to take the risk because every investor will take risk.
Okay. The risk is that.
Come down and tell me
Okay.
the risk that if you haven't thought about the risk, you might want to do that later.
Okay.
Tell me what risk have you anticipated?
The risk is that okay. One risk I can boldly say now that when we lose the cattle, both of us have lost.
So will it be stated in the contracts?
It is stated.
How long have you been in business?
I think we started 2020. Actually, that's when we registered our business. Yes, please.
So for this period of time, how many cattle have you bought? How many have you sold? And what's the profit?
Okay.
So it's like
Okay. I think this place is okay. I'll explain it here. The first season, we had what do you call it? 5 cattle that we started with, and we sold averagely. We bought them 3,500 or 3,000, and averagely we sold each 5,500, and even at some point in time we even sold 6,000. Because based on the size, the color, and the structure of the cattle, that's the features we also consider when we are buying. So it's not like one unique price that each cattle will cost like this. So the features that we sort out is the color, the texture, or the size. Those determines the price of the cattle, right? So we have 15. The first season we have 5. The second we have 9 cattle, and currently
how much profit did you make?
within this period we made about 27,500.
You have this money in your mouth.
Not actually in a bank account, but what we do is that when the profit comes, we do invest the profit again, because yes, that's what we do.
You said you keep the animals for 6 months.
Yes, please.
So at what age? I know they have babies, right? You bought it at 2,200 at what age?
Okay, we don't determine the age of the cattle before we buy, but when you buy the calf, it take longer time. So we buy those who are already grown. But they are up north. The feeding is not that much, so they have grown lean. So we buy them at that time season. Then we come here and feed them. Then we grow big. Then we sell them.
If you buy 3,000 today and in 6 months, and your operation cost is 150.
Yes, that's averagely.
6 months, you only spend 150.
That's averagely.
Feed per day.
Yes.
Feed them every day.
No. The feed is that what we do is that it is a plantain, or what do you call it? We collect it from the people. We don't buy that one. That one we don't buy.
Into the operational cost.
Operational cost. What we buy, the medication is there. So we have a veterinary doctor that we buy the drugs, and when cattle is not, we feel that this cattle is not sick, we do consult them. This is what is wrong with our cattle, and they will give us, at times they will come and visit us and see how best we can resolve that.
You said the abattoir, they need how many cows?
5,000, 500
How many cows do you intend to supply to them?
now.
Like when you get the funding?
When we get the fund, at least within a period, within the seasonal period that we are trying to roll, it depends on how much we're able to, from the capital and the investors that we have, that we were able to supply. So it means that our capacity is now 25. So within that period, we were able to supply 25 cattle to them. So till we grew, yes, so till we grew and meet that demand that they want.
Is there any regulation that governs this sector before you send it to the abattoir? What are you supposed to set? Is there FDA thing?
That you send it to the abattoir, they have the veterinary doctors there, and they will monitor and see if the cattle is well enough for sort of thing.
In terms of regulation, you don't register with any of the regulatory
No, we haven't done that one yet.
Are you supposed to do it? Is it something that governs your sector?
We have not come across that. If yeah, I have to do that. Yes, I have to do that and see if.
You're saying October to February is where the cow is cheap.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate why that?
Okay. In the up now, the dry season is setting in, and at that time, the greener pastures and all that is drying out. And most of the time, so they sell the cattle to do their what they call it, the gardens. That is what they do there, because when this rainy season is the farming season now, that is what they do. They do sell the cattle to buy farm input and work with it. So that time their prices are relatively cheaper. So everybody is bringing their cattle to the market to sell, to be able to go into another farming. So at that period, their price is much relatively cheaper. And even in the north at this time too, Ghana here, northern sector too, they decided to buy fertilizer to apply to their rice and all those kind of stuff. So that's what they do.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, my name is Adam Mohammed Miftao, CEO and Creative Director of Mufti Afrocentric. Mufti Afrocentric is an already made unisex African prints shirts, just like I'm wearing, and I'm located in Accra, Newtown. I do deliveries across the nation and ship across the globe. My name is Adam Mohammed Miftao, CEO and Creative Director of Mufti Afrocentric. I wanted to stand out with African print. I love African print, but I wanted to stand out from the crowd, so I came out with my own design in 2018. So by the last quarter of 2018, I turned the compliments into a product, and I came out with this. So I was able to increase from 10 to 70, between 70 and 100 pieces. And then 2019, I made some projections. By then I was a student, so I was not fully focused on it, but I couldn't achieve most of the projections I made. Fast forward 2019, 2020, 2021, COVID hit us very hard. We were going at a fast rate, and then we make these projections and we were able to get this customer base and make some sales. Okay, so between 2019 to 2022, we made some sales, and then we made some, we did some exhibitions from the streets of Accra to Nairobi, Kenya, Tanzania, South Africa, and then it went viral. The brand went viral, but because of what COVID did to what's happening globally, we couldn't achieve some of our projections. But still, we are picking up with our new collection, which we came out recently with Hope collection, like the one I'm wearing. The new original brand came with sleeveless, but the new one came with a sleeve, short one like this for those who wants to wear on Fridays for the corporate world. And it's unisex for both gender. And we have for kids, for everyone. It went viral so far as even to Chad. This is Chad. And then the global fashion industry has about 1.4 trillion. And then the Sub-Saharan Africa market has $31 billion. The fashion industry is lucrative. It's very lucrative, but if you fit yourself, position yourself with a unique brand like I'm doing, you are going to make a lot of money out of it. Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so amazing. Amazing. Mufti, please tell us why you chose the name Mufti. Sounds like a wonderful name. Why did you choose Mufti?
My real name is Miftao, but in the Zongo community, if you come with the name Miftao, they nickname you Mufti. I don't know how it came from, but Mufti. But it's also an Arabic word which means like a leader, a Mufti of a particular community.
Okay.
Let's say like the Imam of a particular community. So I decided to add the Afrocentric to blend it with the African prints and our culture too.
Okay. Because I like your name, I have to tell you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. And then there are so many people doing this.
Yeah.
There's so many of them. But let me first say that you have very wonderful designs. What you're wearing and what I'm seeing, they look very good.
Thank you.
I just wanted to help me understand how unique yours is from what you see on the market.
All right.
Is it unique in the, how do you call the product itself? How do you call this?
Mufti Afrocentric.
No, not the brand, but the type of design. Do you have a particular, is it, what is the name for this kind of designs?
Okay, so the initial collection, I named it Godia. So that was the first one I came, including these ones. So, but with this one, I call it Hope Collection.
Yes, but I think those ones are the, I don't even understand the question I'm asking. I want to know whether, just like we have different types of designs, right?
Yeah.
Not the name. Yes, not the, assuming you find yourself in another country, what do you have to sell? Not the name of the brand, but then, yeah, the product itself.
I still don't get it.
Because you know some products are...
Let's say product, right? You have super.
Yes.
It's,
Okay, so is it the fabric?
no, like this one. Is there a name attached to it? Maybe you want to call it, the name is what? Mufti.
Yes, Mufti.
Okay, so
The name is,
Mohammed.
you can call this one Muhammad from the Mufti brand.
Okay, so with the fashion industry, if you come up with a particular collection, you name it. You give it a name. So that's why I was confused. So with this one was the Godia. It's part of the Godia collection. This one came alone with the sleeve, which is the Hope collection.
yeah, so what I'm trying to understand is that what's unique about the Godia collection? It's sleeveless, that's what it's...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Not the design.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So the unique aspects, let me understand that.
Okay, so usually the first person who designed Mufti was deaf and dumb.
Okay.
So when I gave him the design and I showed him the picture, he was wondering how big it is and why I wanted it particularly. Because I wanted to stand out. Usually you see those who wearing like African prints, or even you see it fitting. Mine is not fitting, it's a bit loose. And I gave it a bit loose pocket too, so that you can keep your phone, at least you can keep your makeup stuff in it and everything. Yes, you can. So the uniqueness is the size of it. It's not supposed to fit you. If it's fitting, you are not looking outstanding, like you are just like the ordinary Ghanaian or African wearing African print, but it's supposed to be loose on you.
All right, and how much is one?
This is 150 series.
150 series. Okay, so given 10,000, you produce how many of this?
About
It costs to produce one.
it costs around 70 series, but it can even jump up because of recent increments in prices. Anytime there are increase in prices, so we can just buy it. Usually it should be 70. If you jumped, it will be like 77 or 78.
So tell us what you do with the 10,000 if you get a 10,000.
With a 10,000 injection into my business, I can produce 150 pieces, about 150 pieces. I market this and I sell them online. I'm very active online. And then 150, if I break even, that would be like 15,000 Ghana cedis out of the 150 pieces.
Okay.
So even let's see, I sell about between 70 to 100. I'll be hitting 10,000.
Okay. Currently, how many have you sold so far?
I've sold about 520 something.
In how many years? A year or two?
No. From last quarter of 2018 to recently.
You sold about 520.
I have the figures.
That's over 500.
Yes, just so COVID. COVID, because there was no events, you can't go out.
Other than COVID, what has been your major challenge from onset?
From onset was finance. So I had to finance it from my own pocket. And I was also schooling. So after school, COVID came in. Without COVID, we would have gone far. But even afterwards, I'm still struggling to get enough funds to put in it and just get it. Because if I'm able to, I've projected this before, 50 pieces. By then I was selling one at 80 cedis.
Okay.
I was able to break even.
All right, and then like you're saying, it's printex, GTP and all that. So what's the fabric you use for your design?
For instance, I use a common fabric, but with a unique design. They call it high target.
Okay.
So it comes with a unique design. This one I'm wearing is tie and dye,
Okay.
but it's like khaki.
Okay.
Okay, so it's unique. But depending on your how you want it, if you want me to use GTP, that'll be too. The ladies will say I'm spoiling the fabric, but it depends. For the elderly, they want GTP or they want wooden, especially wooden. It will depend on you how you want it. Then I'll go in for it. But usually, if I'm going to produce like in large quantity, I have to go with the high target.
What are your targets for this product?
The youth, especially. Because of social media and recently, and because of how beautiful our fabrics is, if you go online, you see the youth, especially the ladies. So that's why I made it unisex. Anybody can wear it and feel comfortable in it.
The youth, you took it
And the diaspora.
Okay.
And the diaspora, because during the year of return, I had a lot of, I made a lot of sales through the diasporas and through some of the exhibitions I partake in.
Okay, so what online or tech platform do you use to promote your products? You said you go
Facebook,
okay.
Instagram, and Twitter, but especially Facebook.
Okay.
I've been able to break through Facebook.
So if I understand your business model, you source the materials,
Yes.
you sew them, you design them, and then you sell. That's how you make your revenue.
Yes.
Which aspect of this chain do you find to be very risky or prone to high risk?
I think getting the fabric, because I always want my designs and my fabrics to look unique. So I can be in Accra 5 a.m. and I'll come home around 3 or 2 p.m. But I won't still get what I want.
Okay.
Because if you look at the design, you can see the design elsewhere, but the fabric must be unique.
If I buy this product and I decide to take it to an old school function next week Saturday, what's the probability that I will see 15 of my other colleagues wearing this?
You see 15 of them wearing it, probably because of the comfort, but the design will be unique and the fabric too will be unique.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so my last question to you. In terms of funding, you're pitching for 10,000 because 10,000 is what is available to pitch for. If there is room for you to pitch for more than 10,000 and you do that pitch, what is the amount, the ceiling for which you think you can currently work with?
I'll go in for like 50,000 and above because.
No, that makes a bit confusing.
Okay, 50,000.
Okay, so anything above 50,000 will be too much for your current capacity, is that what it means?
No, it won't be.
So answer my question well.
I do. So let's maintain the 50,000 cities.
Okay.
50,000 cities because I have a customer base. I've built a brand. The last part I said it's not just a product, but it's a brand. So you see people wearing a particular product. I say, oh, that's Mufti. It takes a lot of people to identify your product out of the lot. So I've built a customer base and a brand. So with 50,000 Ghana cedis, that will be enough for me to expand and grow.
50,000, what would you use it for?
50,000, I'll get a mini shop. I won't get a bigger shop.
You don't have a showroom now?
I don't have a showroom. I do everything in my room.
Okay. So you spend a lot more of the money on what? Production?
Production.
Sourcing?
Both. But I'll just get a mini shop and then I'll push the rest into production and online marketing.
What's the risk that any investor should anticipate in putting money in your business?
The risks are like most of the investors, like our part of the world, they put their money into your business and then they do put their effort into the daily, like day-to-day running of the business. Like it's also part of it. They just, okay, 10,000. At the end, I'm having 5% cut. But you have to be involved. That's a risk I am afraid. But as a business, like the way I've established myself, if you involve yourself together, two good heads are better than one. You'll make it.
I have a big problem with that as well. So you're giving me a lot more headache than I can handle.
Yeah.
Funding to invest in your business, you have a problem with just giving you the funds and staying away. You wish that I'll be more involved and giving you the funding. So what it means is that if all I can do, my ability to give you that amount is because I have something else occupying me that got me to raise that money to give to you. So you're basically saying that I should cut part of that time and then commit it to your business.
Okay.
If I don't have that time, you would advise that I don't invest in a business.
I honestly think it will depend on the agreement we make.
This aspect is quite important for me. Help me to understand. The agreement we make in the sense that you would at all costs need some attention from me if I give you the money. Is that what you mean?
Perhaps yes, perhaps no. If it will, like as you said, it will disturb your activities. It will depend on the agreement you make. It will disturb my business. Then I'll take the whole production like I'm doing alone. Then I'll leave you, and then that's it. Yes.
So, Mufti, are you the one that sews or you have somebody that does?
I have a designer that do the sewing.
I was expecting to see the breakdown, but you just said, if you give it 10,000, you're going to do 150. And 150 is what the selling price.
Yes.
So you just multiply that and add 15. So I needed to see the breakdown, but that was missing. So if you can just summarize everything.
Okay. A breakdown of producing one.
Yes.
Okay.
Because the expenses that you're going to incur and the profit. But this that you are saying, the 15,000 includes everything, right? What's that your profit?
Okay. So this is 2 years, and this is going to cost, let's say, 30 cedis. 30 cedis for this. The sewing, sometimes it depends on the designer. So let's say 40 cedis for sewing, or between 35 to 40 cedis for one. So the material is just 2 years, and then designer, the cost of designing it.
So once you don't have, you are not the one designing, you have the designer.
Yeah.
So what assurance do you have that the designer will not pick this design, go and buy the same material and start marketing on this one?
Yeah, it's possible the designer can do that, but sometimes most of the designers I've used one designer since 2018, and we are so loyal to each other on this particular. If
Loyalty is not a business.
yes, if it's seen somewhere, then it's not from our source. Maybe it's from somebody's trying to copy what we are doing.
Is there an agreement between you and the designer? Because if it's based on loyalty, we are human, you can switch anytime.
There's an agreement to some extent that he can't produce this.
You can produce this, but you design this.
Yes, he can produce for only.
Is it comparison patent? Have you done patents on it?
I wanted to, but the price for the patency was too much.
And it's not unique. You can't owe him to anything.
So there should be something unique that you're putting across. Particularly, I like African designs, but I also don't want to see what I'm wearing all over. You understand? And I'm interested in the businessman who is designing for me, because if it's out of business, I don't get the fabrics I want. Like you indicated, people, you promote this because of Friday wear. I would wish that you shift from Friday wear to an everyday wear.
It's
Now, I particularly do African print every day, Monday to Friday.
It's an everyday way.
Good. So you go that way, because this is even more casual, so people can wear it anytime. But at the end of the day, if you do something unique, which I would have wished to see over here, for instance, like what I'm wearing, somebody decided to promote it. Every fabric he does, he puts this there, and that's what he wants to promote. So there should be that thing that they're selling, and if you brand yourself well, like she said, even if people see others having this, and it's not your label, then it's not what they want to pay for. So with what you're wearing, how would I find the designer? If I see this in town, how would I find it?
With the tag, the next designs, I'm planning to get something like this.
That's a major selling point.
Yes,
I think
yeah.
you should have.
The next design, I already have them, but just because the designs are not out, that's why I've not.
So
Because since I've started, I've realized that most of the big designers have something like that to make them look outstanding. So the next designs that are coming out, I already made them. They are there, but I'm just waiting for the right time.
how do you transport this outside? So you have customers outside.
Yeah.
How do you transport?
I use, because the customer pays for the transportation or the shipping fee. So depending on the agency that is very moderate or affordable, the customer can afford. But mostly I use Ghana Post for it. So I've made some to the States, to Holland, Italy, so many places. Ghana Post.
So all these customers, you come from Facebook.
Yeah.
So I think
And-
somebody is in a remote place and the person happens to be on Facebook as well. And the audience, maybe let's say the China or Apple up there. And the person says, I have a program tomorrow. I need you to get this. How big can you transport? How many will you use to transport?
I use transportation. Like I'll just go to the bus station and then I'll get it done.
You have assurance that to get to them before.
Yes. The one
Say you don't have it. I saw this fabric. You have to go to Accra. But I need to wear it tomorrow. What will you do?
I'll show you the ones available, but I'll just make you know that I don't have the particular one that you want.
You don't keep stock.
I do keep stock, but because they run out, and always I want to come up with something unique because there can be demand for this particular one, but I've exhausted the fabric. I wanted something, so I'll just tell the person it's out of stock. These are the new ones.
Can you tell me which one sells most? Like which of your brands sells most? Is it Okodia or this one?
The Goodyear collection sold a lot. This is just the new one.
So you still have stock of it?
Yes,
I'm talking to you right now. I can get stock of it.
Yeah, you can get few stock of this. About 13. Yeah. So all the pictures that were shown, the video that were shown, those were the Goodyear collection.
You said every fabric is unique.
Yes, I choose fabrics that have African identity on it. Some of our symbols, and so if you look at the designs, yeah.
Maybe like you said, aside the financing aspect, you still need to regularize the business in terms of the patents, in terms of the advice that you need to move this business.
The patents.
Something that will identify you differently. Like I'm going to
Wooden.
yes, they produce their own fabrics and they print. You don't produce. So already the competition is, and your price compared to their prices, you can even get cheaper there.
Yes.
So
I have a.
of the uniqueness and differentiation, I don't see anything different.
I also struggle with that. I also
Yeah.
struggle with that. So maybe that's one of the areas you need to work on, in the sense that in this business, your unique aspect should either be sourcing. Some people source materials that you can't find on the open market. So they spend a lot more energy sourcing materials. So you realize that the material, once you have it, that design, you're not going to see it anywhere. But if you're going to buy from regular marketplace, that cannot be advantage. I'm not saying that should be advantage, that's one of them. For others, it's about the brand, the way they brand it. So you can see so many other people wearing it, but then, like we didn't always rebrand it.
Yeah.
If you see other people do it, it's still not the same as having it with within. Somebody can buy the material and sew, but it's still not coming from within design. That's also one. Another would be cost. People can have it, but then your cost is lower. So think about that chain. Another one you can do is a sales strategy. Maybe you have a very good strategy to sell, like you're doing the online. You can consider a platform. The diaspora community, they have a challenge. The challenge is sometimes having to move it from one place to the other. So come up with an approach that allows you to promote it. You get a couple of people out there, a couple of markets out there, and then they have a platform where you send to them, and then you can also focus on production only, if that's where your strength is. Then you have somebody who does the sales and marketing for you. So just sit down and look at the chain. Another advantage you could have, another area you can find your unique approach will be the production. Like she said, for some designers, you can request in the morning, by evening or tomorrow morning you have it. That can be a unique selling position for you, because you produce and deliver within the shortest period. So think about all this and then find out what you want to use as your unique selling point. The design is not always easy as a unique selling point, because so many people can do the design once they see it. But what is that aspect that you want to be identified with? So think about it. So you can tell us your last, make your last submission to me, and then we'll leave you to.
With an injection of 10,000 as I give the start, that would be a huge stepping stone to expand my business. I'll be grateful if I have the opportunity. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the day.
Please, I'm Emmanuel Edu,
Okay.
and I'm here to present a business called Mobile Money. I've thought of this business 2 years ago when I completed SHS, and I also had an effect on mobile money in my area, because when you are going to withdraw money, you have to walk a long way to the roadside before. So I thought that why don't I open some business in the area where everyone in the area can come close to withdraw the money. And I also thought that this mobile money too can help me and help the government to through e-levy now. E-levy, yeah.
Are you projecting something?
No, yeah. So a friend of mine introduced this Zongo Shark reality show to me, and I decided to come and register to see if this can give me the opportunity to open that business I thought of 2 years ago. And so that's why I came here to represent.
I want to understand a lot more of the business, like mobile money. Is the name of the business. What exactly do you do?
Like withdrawing and sending of money. Yeah.
The regular mobile money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, and then you mentioned something regarding the government.
Yeah, I'm talking of the e-levy tax they have been taking when withdrawing money or sending money. Yeah.
Yeah. What is it about the e-levy? That you, like, how are you going to help with the e-levy? Are you saying that your business is going to promote e-levy, or your business is going to solve? What is it? I didn't get that part.
No, I mean, like when someone comes to send money, and the government tear the e-levy.
You want us to give you the funding to set up the mobile money?
Yes.
So the business is not, you've not started the business?
No.
Have you thought of the risk in the mobile money business, Kerry?
Not that really.
You've not thought of anything?
Yeah.
So now if I give you the 10,000, how will you start the business?
Well, I'll just go and get a small container.
Container?
Yeah.
Where do you stay?
I'm at Shukura.
Shukra?
Yes.
So I don't know mobile money operators around.
Some are there, but you have to go to the roadside before.
Your area is?
Yeah. But from my place to the roadside, there's a long way to that place.
How much will the container cost?
You said?
The container, how much will it cost?
I don't really.
You've not done your calculation?
Yes.
Where will you put the container?
There's an open place where I can put it.
Is the land for you?
No, I'll ask.
You ask
For the permit,
okay, so
yeah.
you've not even done any research on it. You don't know whether the person will allow you to put it there. But this thing, before you come, you should have done your research, understand that, oh, I've spoken to the person, he said, you let me put the container here. This is the cost of the container, this is the cost of the phone, this is how I'm going to get. Have you ever registered any business? For mobile money, before they give you the merchant or the agent, you need to register a business.
Yes.
Before they give you allow you. Have you done anything? Has the business been registered?
No.
So then how are you going to start the business?
Like I thought of when I get the money, I'll register the business and go get the merchant license to start the business.
So by the time you finish with all this, the money will have, like 50% of the money will have gone into the registration, the container, even if no more. And the 5,000 left, how are you going to use it to start operation? Because I know one person alone, if you withdraw 5,000, you get like what, 5 cities or 50 cities?
Yeah, 50 city, 50.
And when they send, you get what?
When they send the money to
And
me.
you know, I don't know if you understand the business itself.
Yeah.
If they come to you today, tomorrow, and you don't have money, they won't come to you again. That business is not for 10,000. So you can explain to us further how you intend to use the 10,000. But I don't think the mobile money with the 10,000 can set up the business.
Maybe what I want to ask you is, do you find anything unique about the mobile money business for which you want to go into it, or you think you have time and available and you want to do something and it's just one of the easiest options to grab?
No, I thought that in my area, because there's the one there is you have to walk a long way to get it. That's why I thought that when I do some in the area, it will help those in the area.
Okay, so it's to solve a particular need in your area. What time did you leave home today?
He said
What time did you leave home?
around 6.
Around 6?
Yes.
Okay, so if you get back in the evening, or after this event, if you go back and you notice somebody has set up a container that is saying that mobile money coming soon, what will be your next plan? To address the proximity issue you're talking about. You get home and then somebody has put a container ready to start a mobile money business?
Please ask in where in the area I am.
Yeah, the very location I'm talking about for which you set up yours to help. If somebody goes in, what will be your next plan?
I'll try to.
There'll be a lot more opportunities to explore other employees to help you.
We have other free programs that you can join.
Okay.
You start, when you qualify, you go to immigration and you can sustain yourself itself.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Yusuf Bawa. The business name is Kuru Hub. We help over 10 million online shoppers and price bargainers from driving through traffic to shops and navigating between sites by providing price comparison services to their doorstep without them even paying a little fee. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Yusuf. I'm coming all the way from Ashama. Ashama is Zongo. I'm coming to pitch an idea. I would have watched you do something small for me. Okay. You just go to a simple site and then check on what I'm pitching so that the questions might be answered. So it's KOURUHUB. Yeah, .com. Yeah. Okay. So I'm here to pitch a price comparison platform. Do you know that in Ghana you can save 20 to 50% of the cost of an item depending on where you buy it from? Do you also know that about 94% of online shoppers and 76% of price bargain hunters spend 30 minutes and above trying to benefit from this saving? It happened to me when I wanted to buy my laptop. It took me 2 hours moving from shop to shop and data switching from site to site, trying to know where I can get it comparatively low price to buy. So we at Kuru Hub, we are preventing over 10 million online shoppers from driving through traffic to shops and navigating between sites by providing price comparison services to their doorsteps. For the past 1 year, we have about 5,000 people visiting our site and a page review of 150,000. We also have all the best 10 e-commerce companies and sites using our platform. We hope to sign deals with them in the very near future. We operate within the e-commerce ecosystem, which market value is estimated to be $759.2 million by the end of this year, and is expected to grow by 20.7%, with users numbering 11.5 million, and each person spending close to $85.5 by the end of 2025. Our main competitor in this industry is Google Shopping. But what makes us different from Google is that as Google, you will still need to navigate before you know the price, otherwise you wouldn't navigate. You will also, and now we provide group buying feature, which means that we help people just by not showing them price, by bringing their orders together so they can buy in groups. In this way, they will be buying the product at a wholesale price rather than the retail price. Why should you invest in us? It's simple. We are providing convenience and value for money for the customer. And our platform also serves as an inch marketing platform for this e-commerce systems, because people visiting our site are not just using internet, but there are people who are either to buy or will buy in the very near future. Now, we need 3 key things. One, we need a mentor who have much influence and connections in the e-commerce industry so that he can help us broker deals with these e-commerce sites, because it's becoming difficult when we go to them. We also need an office space. Most of the times when you go and talk to these people, they like our platform. They want to be with us. But the issue is that when they ask you, where do you operate from? And you say you operate from house, they begin to have fear in you. We are also raising $10,000 to supplement our $7,500 capital to launch and scale our platform. And that's why we are here pitching for the 10,000 Ghana cedis grant to increase our user base by 30%. With the team, myself, I have a first degree in integrated development studies and 7 years working experience. I also have Alex, who also have a first degree in petroleum studies and over a decade selling life insurance. I have Augustine, who also have about 5 years experience in software and also have a first degree in computer science. Thank you.
Tell us about your revenue model. How do you make money?
So, Uni, as a digital platform, we make money by charging the ads being posted on our platform by vendors. Come again?
You already have ads?
Yeah, we have ads on our platform.
Okay.
Yeah.
And other than ads, how else do you make money?
So we also, like you just saw, we have banners where we also charge people for putting their products. So when you go there, you see something like trending. Trending is a banner where if you want to make your product trend on our side, you come, we charge you and you put it there.
Subscription, is it free or?
Yeah, for the user it's free, but for the vendor it's not free.
Okay. How does the vendor benefit from you?
So like I said, unlike the vendor putting products on social media or putting products by TV and those things, which that everybody who watch that thing doesn't mean that they want to buy. The vendor benefits from us because we are an inch marketing platform. It means that people who use our platform are people who want to buy or would buy in the very near future. Or would buy in the very...
If I'm a vendor A and I notice that I'm competing in a space where my products are more expensive, and I notice on the platform that you have 3 other vendors, and my product seems the most expensive, why would I want to be with you?
So we, like you just said, we help you to benchmark your price so that you can be competitive in the industry.
Okay, but I can do the benchmarking by seeing the companies that compete with me on the platform without necessarily being on that platform.
Okay.
So why would I want to be on the platform?
So like...
If I'm not on the platform, you don't have me.
Okay. So like I said, if you still want to pop notes into our system to also set your pricing, is that we provide a particular service which you will not enjoy. Like we said, the group buying structure. Currently, we have about 156 people who we have helped to buy goods. Like they buy similar products. So we take the order and then go to the vendor and pick in bulk. So you don't benefit.
I don't know whether I still addresses a question.
Okay. Yeah, how will you benefit? If
you're looking at getting one of your concerns, you said you want a mentor.
Yeah, I meant
can help you through probably influence
to
get a lot more vendors on the system. And I'm saying that vendors who have very low pricing will be more comfortable to be on your platform, given that people will compare pricing. So if I'm a vendor and my pricing is relatively higher, there will be a low motivation for me to want to be on a platform. Is that correct or it's not?
Okay, so aside being this low motivation, we also help people to know that you also even sell the product. So as if even if your price is high, but people will get to know that you also sell the product.
How does the platform address quality issues?
Quality issues. So like we take the product. Most of the times when vendors post products, we ask of unique serial number of the product. And normally we send emails to the production company to verify if they have such products. So let's say this is your phone you have. This is your phone you have. You have a unique serial number. So when you are posting the phone, you will post with a unique serial number, which we will verify to know that that unique serial number really exists with the brand. If it doesn't, then we don't approve it to come live.
So let's assume it's a bag. How will you verify?
A handbag that has been produced.
So when is we get the brand.
No, you can't get it. But let's assume I am the vendor.
Okay.
I bring my things from China.
Okay.
One challenge about bringing things in China is that I see the thing as big as this, it's small as this.
Okay.
So if I order on your platform,
We don't sell.
no, you don't buy it.
Yeah.
So come and order one. You don't sell.
We don't sell at all. We just compare the price. So that your
So I only come there to compare price and go.
yeah, so you come there, you compare the price.
And I'll go and buy with the platform.
So now the platform will lead you to the person who sells it. So let's say, can we check something on the platform, please?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, let's say Binatom. We want a Binatom blender.
So you should search Benaton.
Yeah, Binatom.
Okay.
So you see that it auto suggests to you the number of Binatom blenders and they are unique, this one. So you just press 1. So now these are people selling the things. There are people selling the things. So now you know the price. You now, when the lowest price, you go there and it will then move you to the third party. Yeah. So
It goes back to my question.
Yeah.
I came on your platform.
Yeah.
I saw these products.
Yeah.
I've ordered.
Yeah.
The products came, I'm not satisfied with it.
yeah,
Who am I supposed to come to? You, or I should go back to the vendor?
you go to the vendor.
Should I go back to the vendor? Then why won't I go to GG platform and buy? And I know that when there's a problem, I'm going back to GG buy, not to people.
So you will waste time, almost 30 minutes, trying to know that it's Gigi who's
In the time of problem, I'm not wasting time.
okay.
Because if I come to your platform
Yeah.
and I buy the product, then when they bring it, because you have recommended, you said this is the best price, go and buy.
Yeah.
And now there's issue. Should I come to you or should I go to GG?
So we just it's just like Google Shopping. When you see an information Google Shopping and there's an issue, you don't go to Google. You go to the person you dealt with. Google provide you information.
So you do two things. You provide price comparative information.
Yeah.
And then you facilitate wholesale buying.
Buying, yeah.
Those are the two things.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in a community, let's say each person is buying ID mock. They go to the platform, make the orders. Now because we now gather those orders, it become bulk. So we go to Nestle and bring the product to them.
So they get it much cheaper.
They get it much cheaper. So they buy it at a wholesale price.
If my pricing changes over time,
Yeah.
am I required to reach out to you to change the pricing, or you would reach out to me on a regular basis?
No, you have a dashboard where you'll be monitoring and editing whatever you want to do with your platform.
Once I work on my dashboard,
Yeah, it reflects. The administrator would review it, and then so that it comes to the platform.
When somebody go there and you get the vendor, buy from the vendor, how can you determine that the person bought for you to get your money? Or that one is not part?
No, we
Put it on the platform.
yeah. So when you put your AD, the number of ADs you put,
How much do you charge?
we charge 1 Ghana cedi per AD for a month.
Okay, you charge 1 Ghana cedi
Cedis,
per month.
yeah, per month for each AD. So maybe if you have 20 ADs, it means that you pay 20 Ghana.
If you break it down to my knowledge.
The product you put, so it's ads
Okay, 1 Ghana cedi per product.
per product, yeah. So maybe if you have 20 products, it means that at the end of the
A
month,
rice cooker. I saw a rice cooker and I
Yeah.
have different sizes.
Yeah.
Do you see them as 3 products or single?
we see them,
3 different sizes,
Yeah.
3 different prices
Yeah.
for 1 rice cooker.
yeah.
How do you see them?
So we see them as 3 products because you are comparing those sizes with other people selling those sizes.
And then my last concern is with ethical issues.
Ethical, okay.
Ethical issues. How do you deal with that? In the sense that, like we were earlier saying, somebody can produce handbag at home,
Yeah,
and then the handbag will be posted on your platform. I pay 1 cedi or whatever, and then you give me the platform.
okay.
And then you don't get to see the handbag. So all I'm trying to do is, she has a business, she imports a certain type of handbag from Germany.
Okay.
And she's priced it at 25 cedis for the handbag. So she's on your platform.
Okay.
You understand? I want to get ahead of her. So I manufacture similar handbag with her, which looks very similar, but low quality. My standard is way lower. And then, let's say she's doing 25 cedis, I decide to do 10 cedis. But when we post it, the consumer gets on the platform, we see both as similar products, and we decide to go for mine. And she's losing in the sense, and she's losing as a result of ethical concerns that have not been addressed on your platform.
But the bags.
So let's say the bag. Now, if you manufacture your bag from the house, and she brings her thing from China, maybe her thing is, the brand is called, let's say, Huawei. We are going to compare Huawei with Huawei. So if you name your brand, let's say, Yusuf, we are comparing Yusuf with Yusuf. And besides that, the product, the AD, when you click, you will still have details of the AD. So you will still have opportunity to even read and understand what you are buying. Yeah.
Currently, what products are on the platform?
So,
Electronics, are they cooking utensils, bathroom accessories, what do you have?
Current, we have over 1,000 and something products. Yeah. Categorize it.
Categorize them into the category she mentioned. Like household.
Yeah.
Household, like electronics.
Yeah.
Or it's not done right.
Okay, so with because our system is artificially intelligent, when you start to type the thing, it pops up with suggestions for you. But in the data feeding, is categorized.
So the customer will not see it.
Yeah, so when you see that the Binotom, there are a lot of brand Binotoms, but immediately you tap B and you go, you see that it will tell you Binotom, bring blender, maybe Binotom fan, Binotom this, then you choose.
So you make your money
Yeah.
from people wanting to post on your platform.
On our platform, yeah.
And then also from advertisement.
Yeah, and for
Advertisement is the result of traffic.
traffic, yeah.
When there's traffic.
Yeah.
Okay, which, I mean, you don't have too much control over because you must have a lot more people on the platform before you can start making money from. But in terms of the vendors,
Yeah.
what will keep a vendor on the platform for long?
Yeah, like I said, aside our platform, if you had checked, there's something called wish price. Wish price is being kept there to help the vendor even predict the price for the customer.
Okay, so that's what the customer would have wished to pay for.
Wish to pay for. So instead of you just summing everything up, say this month I'm doing a promotion of 50%, you have people wishes that you can say, okay, you said you wanted to buy it at 10 Ghana cedis, 2 Ghana cedis. So I can give you, at your 10 Ghana cedis, that's 5%. So I can get in touch with you, give you your 5%. Get in touch with this person, give his 20%. So it helps you to do individual promotions. That platform will help you as a vendor to do individual promotion. It also helps you to, like I said, the group buying. It's not all the products we have deals with the manufacturers. So we still buy it from the vendor. But in that case, we go to the vendor and we have. I said we buy, yeah, the box. So we buy it from the vendor. But because we are buying in bulk, we are able to tell the vendor to reduce the price. So we still bring, aside people buying individually, we still bring how popular. Like I said, we have over 5,000 people using the platform. Yeah. So we are using social media currently, and most of the times I write articles about pricing. Through that, people are using our platform.
And you said if you get 10,000 cedis now, you increase your user base by 30%.
30%, yeah.
Explain that complex statement for me.
Okay, so like I said, I saw my diagram before here. Okay, so like we are going to use social media, especially social media ads, to increase that. No, the pie. Yeah, this one. Yeah, so 58% we are thinking that the money will go into social media, and this will increase the thing. We are also thinking of using 10% to do account-based marketing, and this one is mainly for the vendors.
Okay.
and then the 23% will be injected for us to get an office space, and 9% for our staff training.
Other than getting a grant of 10,000,
yeah.
If somebody decides to invest in you for returns, is your business open for that?
Yeah, we're open.
Somebody invest the same 10,000 Ghana cedis in you for a year, what returns would you promise?
What returns would I give the person? Yeah, we hope to make.
Any money that comes in must be free.
No, we don't think so. Like I said, we are raising funds, $10,000. So it means that it's not for free. We want investors into our system, but we have our financial projections. So maybe if your 10,000 come in, and the profits come, we share.
If the 10,000 comes in and the profit comes, then we share.
Yeah, we have the financial projection, and we are hoping that we meet those projections.
How long have you had this? How long have you been running this?
This a year.
Are you currently breaking even or not yet?
Currently, we are not yet.
When do you think you will break even?
So we are hoping that by December. Currently, we just hope to finalize our deal with Jumi.
It's quite interesting, very innovative.
Thank you.
I think I've heard of similar things in other jurisdictions, but it's the first time I'm hearing it here.
Yeah.
You still have a lot of work to do though, because you need to build a wider network, and you need to get so many products. Like she's giving you very good categories you can have: bathroom accessories, electronics, home supplies. There's so many things that you need to have on the platform, and people need to be on that platform before you can have money. How secure is your domain name, your platform? How secure is it?
So we are HTTP. That's what I can say. It's a very secure platform.
SSL?
Yeah.
SSL?
Yeah.
Okay. So to what extent are you secure from somebody hacking into your system and then wanting to pull it out?
Yeah, like...
Because if I'm running one of the biggest shopping malls in Ghana, and I realize you're a threat, because people get to compare pricing, and for that reason they don't come to me. I might want to pull it down. Have you thought about it from that angle?
Yeah, like like I said, we are still doing hard to be the best, but like there's no any platform who can say we are 100%. Even the Facebook, whatever, are being hacked. So for me, we've kept the necessary measures, and then we can assure you that it's a secure platform.
But I just want to add that let it be part of your plans.
Okay.
To spend a lot more on cyber.
Okay.
Because your whole business is online.
Okay. Yeah.
So you need to spend a lot more time to make sure it is secure and safe enough. If it goes down, all your vendors are going to be out of business. They are not going to deal with you anymore, and you will lose everything. Customers will come back. We often hear of those that survived, the online platforms we hear of them, LinkedIn, social media, those that have survived are those we hear of. But there are so many others who attempted to find themselves in the bigger picture, but they didn't make it. So what it means is that most of them were as a result of cyber attacks and all that. So you need to spend a lot more effort in making sure you are well secured and safe online. But otherwise, I think you have an innovative idea. You have a unique approach that you want to bring on the market. Gradually, especially the low end to the middle class are embracing shopping in Ghana. They're embracing e-commerce, online shopping, and so one would want to compare pricing. People are gradually becoming smarter and more informed, and this is a good way to help. I just hope that you make it to the next stage.
Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ya mkwini naku Hamid Mutiatu. Sunan business name ne Ajansuma Beauty and Home Care. Muna say da kai muna yin mu da kanmu ke yin organics na skin care. Kuma muna yin home care kamar su Parazone, Dettol, air freshener da sauran su duka kayan gyara gida dai haka. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First of all, we thank Allah Almighty for giving us opportunity to be here. Kuma na gode ma wayanda suka organize wanga program suka bamu. So yeah, nkrini now koyo aikin skin care da aikin su abin gyara da kayan gyara daki haka kaman su Parazone, Dettol, toilet wash da ababa da yawa kama about 50 home care. Ina yin shi gida kadan ne amma na gane kamar no nake zo na gidan na yin kadan ban modernizing shi ban nan ya ci yi tunani beyond that so mu branding shi mu yi shi tashi mu kuma mu taimaka ma kananan mun da basu tun koyo wadanna baba ba shi yasa na zo nan ga me pacho me say your friend say my suya about 50 products your home care any skin care nyina na nso ma hun say me nkwa me ye no mo me area no embo I say me dey ba out na yentimi mboa youth no in case of me ye stable economically advance my skin and home care nti me wish say me ye no quality say do mo pese o mo fan free other countries mbra no ya nkasa ye de de me patcho me register 2 years ago so me ye me area nko me ton my areas for and me kroma me free adwura so ma ware wo kede me sisters so me de ma no mo tonton baby am wo ni nyina alhamdulillah maybe to say a month me ti ma 50 bottles 50 liter no me be liquid soap ti enfan say multi-purpose say me use 100 cedis me ti ma ti say 5 liters 25 liters me say me ti ma 25 liters
100 cedis no ever cost like 25 never cost like 100 now what the same
okay it depend me the be wholesaler me ti me the 1 liter biama 25 cedis na we beton at 40 cedis yes mpacho ye fa say my suya samina nyina ho ye fa say 10,000 me be kwakoto machine I twitwa samina no ye wo bia woni type or 500 or 2,500 5,000 crowd ye ho nkamenya 2,500 na nkebe boa me na de aka me be akoto soda ash na ye a de gugu sa ye no nitro so okay the bia na about one bag bia be 1,000 Ghana nso be ko bia no masa atum 1,000 okay and mostly no kwame mentor bag because kg metal bags no nti to say no ma me dey no about 6 types nti say metal bag in there about 6 a year me dey 6 ingredients me top me here bag no and I find say you know base soap base na idea san no and the draw me busa because me sa kg me sa me to draw wada nti kg na ya me susu 1 kg bia so ye 25 cedis it depend baby how beton baby or how be come make say 23 cedis baby on so make say 25 this baby am free no eastern region e ho ye 25 cedis because some ba cra beton e de ko to hey bottles na me de bia ko branded me stickers. I will use some for my stickers and some for my business name because me nyanko minis kam kwa ye business name no kra registration ne me logo na ade nyina nti me tese mo ya advertisement na me say no let me also participate e bia nyankopon ya aduma me so e bia me fa so na my business no asore inshallah
This business is sorry.
Inshallah. And me patron so me per se omo a mo hye ni cab no any hijab for no sometimes omo ka say we say na that's all no so what a head omo those with hijabs any ni cab no and chere say their mind no so ye omo kata like they should come out mo tenants independent on bear man ko a okunu ka chere set na fie obehwe wa no. You have to build yourself. You have to come out because they be win him they be see. Until bad be answering Janon na dear. Yeah.
Yes, and I will say skin and home care.
Pachuane. Pachu. Oh, Pachuane, honey.
Dettol.
Dettol, a disinfectant. Pachuane.
Now, Dettol for no more business.
Me no more business. To say.
Is that Dettol or disinfectant?
The same media no.
So for you,
Ajansuma disinfectant. Ajansuma disinfectant.
I don't know how this camera Ajansuma na promote Dettol. So Dettol you be doing
disinfectant.
Bakoni is kind of acquire disinfectant to find Dettol. Into so person you would be a person to so. And I na unya ya ka be gidi na na support you. Some you people be na you brand na ni so so
bien.
But we say Dettol. The man promote Dettol no.
Mpacho yo.
To brand.
Mpacho yo mate me da se.
Na the message ka ho ye. On say enye sen ko ma yeduma ye dem because usika na wo pe no. Obi sa won say be o de we be yesen ni boy yesen. E bibi a won say wo no nyi sika no. And say we say ni na be boy. Na itimi ho. Say okay, sika we the ma wa betim da ye juma. Sika ba ye no. Na ka wa che ye do this kind na be. But see no ko so this kind better soda ash. Better soap cutting machine 25. Now at all so base no say 25 Ghana cedis per kilo. Kilos are here better you. But you sika we ya. Sika do say na we ya.
Oh. Say o mo ka say oni obedi no ansana o ebema ne sasika no
Ebema ne sen
10,000 Ghana cedis.
It means you believe say o bo mo de benya 10,000 no person be film bi na o ka na so person 10,000.
Oh, menya dia me lebeko.
Enya so nya dia de beko. So benya no e depend de
obeka kire.
E jituma with menya
sa.
In sense can the opposite this can yellow. Na ka wa bo no pepe. O ba ye me saka 10,000. Say na de be. But see ano akwai say we boost our say be pray ansana o be this kind.
Oh, me ndwene ye like I'm that type me bani panima na de wo metrim na ase
Debbie am no dey tini dey because say the juma no say juma ni ya na poso a wo ba ko ni pani be pray. Then dia okay man bi sa sama ko fo be pray ye samana ni home care fo be pray. Ade na wo dey na so discussion.
Me dia no mahu say me hu di say e unique because mantena Ghana hanko ansua mesua bi wo ha ebi mu ye empowerment amo ye so me firi me kro na maba me te say empowerment be bia me say me follow fe na maba na maba be sua nti ma sua different from different people and I'm from there no man sign gina and I me hu so me train one to say Nigeria ni e trainer I participate and pay me send o musika no na madwe no ma kire ye na ma hu say no there's something different ma hu say no unique essence Ghana de no and even for who produce those yina who do you sir we hu say no am difference wo
because you see no na we nya ne there and the be so what I say when you say who be brave but the other by no
anyway here
there me say we pan say who you see who is the difference Matthias said na so you say skin and home care products we don't know we you see e be ko bi ni e be affect your skin and no nti what for can be so e say we nya license and permit and bibia we be you and yes because you see now on your problem
ai mate de mate ma hu so sa me hwe mu so no je se utu sika ansa na waye de waye ena sika no so me nyanya ye before nti na maye di ena to say me okay patch
license no
permit
maybe program no na next week we sake scanner and if fan of the call
akoye
permit I just say see, I'm going to me say, meet my seminar, no to me, so meet my home care products.
Minina can hunt in Amabahano.
Say, and chow. Maybe oh, but the number bomb.
Kadiana would be okay.
Till the American say, we say,
cautious shim,
because I knew
you.
And yes, I will be in
now. So
I might say, I didn't want to mean tomorrow.
It's mean to you, Pacho Midasi.
I believe that indeed, if you commit to some of the advice and suggestions that have come up, you'll be able to break boundaries. You are doing very well with your adoption of online platform. We believe that you shouldn't leave out the aspirant community that is already talented, and then take advantage of all the opportunities that the current environment also offers. There are opportunities with the free zones, opportunities with the Exim Bank, opportunities with so many other opportunities in the startup ecosystem. And I believe that innovation itself will have a lot more to do for you. And then lastly, for Koha, I think you have a very innovative initiative that you are putting across. We believe that it will serve a wider consumer community. You are going to help people to understand how to benefit from comparing prices and how to benefit from having to pay lower or lesser amounts for bulk purchases. We believe that you have a lot more to do for the platform. It needs to be very robust, it needs to be safe, cyber security well protected, and then you need to reach out to a wider network of consumer or vendors. And we believe that from the platform where you're starting from the community, the Zongo community in Ashana, there are so many people who buy on a daily basis. And I believe that our platform is not only going to serve that small community, it's going to serve a wider network. People can be you, and they are buying things for their family in Ghana, and they can still hop on the platform to compare. So thank you once again. I believe that you are all positioned for success. We pray that once you've made it to the next stage, do well to demonstrate that indeed you qualify and then you should be given the grant. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, King Safo and Ms. Zainab. Congratulations, gentlemen. I'm particularly interested in what my sister here came to present to say to our ladies out there. Because, I mean, when it has to do with business or when it comes to business, a lot of our ladies are into business, but it looks like the numbers are low. What do you have to say to the ladies out there?
Okay. To every lady out there, I believe you should come out. The men are doing it, we are also doing it. It doesn't make us less, it doesn't make them more. So everybody should come on board. We should shun away from the fact that we are afraid to telecast or showcase whatever we have. We have potential to scale up, and I believe if we put our voices together, we can do well.
Thank you so much, Hajia Zainab Yaya. With me here, King Safo. Hello, King.
Hi.
Welcome to Zongovation. What do you make of the business days today?
I think pretty good. First of all, Zongovation has done very well. They acquired a number of accelerator programs, hubs, and then incubator programs all over the nation. And I think they have to follow some of these examples you're setting. You've created a platform for startups and then people with just ideas who want to take it to the next level. You've given them an opportunity to sell what they have. You've given them the platform for them to scale up what they've already started. You've actually opened the door for them to attract better investment and then put themselves out there. And I think those who showed up are poised to do better. They are ready to put themselves across. They are ready to sell their ideas. They are ready to thrive in the entrepreneurship space. And I think we can only support them and give them the necessary advice they need so that they can get to where they have destined to be.
Thank you.